the Sports Show. One of our favourites, of course, Callum Peters, mate. We love to get Callum in. We haven't seen him for a while. Boxing superstar. Callum, how are you, mate?
I'm good, thanks. Thanks for having me.
Mate, congratulations first, too. Comm Games, qualified. Well done.
Yeah, come away with green and gold.
Yep.
Not long now.
So, mate, last time we saw you were heading up to Geraldton. That was back in November. So now we're going from Geraldton to the Comm Games, mate.
Yeah,
so we've got a
exactly.
bit of time, bit of stuff coming up. This weekend, let's start with that. 3 fights coming up this weekend.
Coming up. Don't know what boys got yet, but there's one good boy, Dom from Melbourne.
Yep.
Good boy, that one.
Haven't had a chance to look at the tapes?
Oh, no, not yet.
No, okay.
How do you do 3 fights in a weekend? I didn't think you were allowed to do 3 fights in a weekend.
Well, it's a knockout comp, so
it's one of those.
so
okay.
if you win, you fight the next day, and then
keep
you
going.
fight the next.
You keep going. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, not as in he knocks them out and you keep going.
Well, no, but I mean, normally,
Which he normally
if a fighter, just, you know, I'm only saying if a fighter gets knocked down or knocked out, I don't think he's allowed to fight for a certain amount of time.
Yeah, I reckon. If you get knocked out, I think you're on a month break. I reckon.
Okay.
Yeah, until you
concussion
can
rule.
compete again.
Yeah. Hey, man, let's talk about the Comm Games because it's a really exciting time for you. What's the build-up? I know you got the 3 fights this weekend, so I'm taking it for granted that you'll win those, mate. And then there's that risk if you continue to fight. You obviously got to keep training.
Yeah.
But then how many fights do you reckon you'd put in place before you head off to Sheffield and Ireland and then into the Comm Games?
Don't know yet. Maybe get 6 fights in, possibly, including these 3 coming up.
Yep.
Yeah, don't get too many fights, but just enough throughout the year. That'll be good.
All right. So your Mum was saying before you head into Ireland and into Sheffield. So what's the training blocks in there?
So we've got a 3 to 2 week camp to Ireland, and then from Ireland to the Birmingham.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, mate, you feel like you're in pretty good nick?
Yeah, I feel pretty good. Still training hard, not
Yep.
as hectic, but it's going to get hectic closer we get.
Mate, you got 3 fights on the weekend. Then you got the Comm Games coming up. How is your mindset? I mean, I'd be thinking.
Don't want to get hurt.
Well, exactly. I'd be thinking cotton wool. I want no one punching me before the Comm Games. I mean, what's your mindset, mate, going into these fights? Are they just more fights, or do you worry about? You don't worry about injury?
He doesn't get hit.
There you go. That helps. That helps.
I kept on doing it over time, and I felt he's more comfortable. Always being around fighting. I love it.
You mentioned that last time you were in fact, that you've always been around it, so nothing phases you as far as the fights go. So you won't be thinking Comm Games when you jump in the ring against these blokes on the weekend.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know.
Where's the fight this weekend, mate? Where are they?
Don Posey Centre up in Adelaide City.
So. Yep. Right, familiar ground, mate. Hey, last time we spoke to you, you were working on a couple of things, trying to improve. How's that been?
I'm good. Sitting down my shots more, hitting people harder.
Yep.
As I should. Dad get onto me.
Hey, mate, Dad gets on you. I mean, how hard is it the mix between speed and power? You know, when you go in the gym, you could lift more weights, you can build yourself up, but you're trying to stay at a weight that suits you, but you want the power. How do you find the balance in that?
Well, I feel like explosive work helps me out more to deliver power.
Yep.
And with power, it all comes from feet, legs, torso, core, arms, and hands. So, just you shouldn't lift too much because you get slower. You don't want that.
No, that's your
just
speed.
do explosive work.
You know when a guy jumps in to spar with you and he's just sparring with you to help you, and you're beating the living bejeebers out of him, what does that guy think? I've often wondered, you know, if I'm boxing against you, but I'm in there to try and help you, and you were just giving it, because there's a moment where you start to go, I need to go a little bit harder. I'm assuming he can pick that, of course, but it doesn't help him. He's still getting hurt.
Yeah, I've got some boys at the gym that help me out. Alec and Luke, they're good boys. They hit me hard. That's what I need.
Yep.
I just try and work on stuff what I need to work on, like my positioning, moving my head, working my clean shots.
I saw your power, mate, in that fight against Kira Rustin. Is that his name?
Yeah.
I saw your power. You've definitely got some power. There's no doubts about that. He had a little bit of power as well.
Oh, he's a big boy.
He's a big lad.
Shoulders this big.
Exactly right, yeah.
I'm scared.
It looked to me
You were scared. You didn't look scared.
Well, you didn't look scared in the fight, but
That's my game plan.
that's exactly how it looked to me. He's a big unit, for sure. But you hit him with some some very powerful shots. But as I said, he didn't mind throwing a couple himself.
Yeah, he's a strong
and had a lot of power,
yeah.
which would have been good for you. The fight would have been good for you.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely from that fight, the build up to the Commonwealth selection event. So that was a good experience.
Perfect fight.
Yeah,
the perfect fight. Yeah, I agree.
You know, when you walk in to see those guys, and there's obviously guys that are physically imposing, so you know you've got your speed and you've got your power, and you obviously scout them pretty well. How hard is it? You know, a normal reaction for us, if someone hits you, you immediately want to strike back.
Cry.
Yeah. I know you've learned over the journey not to do that, but is there a moment every now and then where you go, he got me on a good one, I want to get him? What gives you the ability to be patient?
Breathing. Like some people get hit with good shots and they forget to breathe and they not get enough oxygen in their head and they start, oh, what's going to happen next? And you're still getting hit.
Yeah.
Just I take my breaths in and then put my hands up, feel the shots, get back in the room, and then go at it again.
Yeah, okay. So you've got a system. One, yeah. That's a smart. Have you fought guys where you know you've hit them and you can see that they're gone?
Yeah, a few times.
They've lost their breathing.
I get too nice, so I just like, oh, okay, be nice now.
Be nice now. Yeah. I'm sure that's what your dad's taught you.
You know, a lot of fighters. That's a good question I asked before, because when you're watching the fights, a lot of fights will go. They're going along all right, and then all of a sudden a guy will land a real good one, bang, and you can see the guy has copped it, but he'll immediately come straight back. He'll immediately just. It's like a reaction to
more vulnerable
being hit. Yeah, that's the question I was going to ask, Phil.
It depends on what the other person's doing and the person running at them, because it could go awkward. You know, they're like, on each other, holding, or just gets hit again and gets stopped 1, 2. Yeah. Anything could happen.
Well, you know, when you go in and you've scouted them really well, and then. Has there ever been the lucky punch, you know, where you've thrown one and you're going, wow, I didn't think that'd get through?
Oh, well...
You know, because when they talk about different fighters fighting, you know, they've talked about the cage, you know, the boxer going in to fight a guy in the cage, and clearly the boxer's going to beat him, but they always say he might land a lucky punch.
It doesn't take much, anything could happen in the ring.
Yeah.
Just
have you ever been hit with one? Have you ever been hit with one where you went, that was a lucky punch?
Yeah.
Where'd that come from?
Yeah, there's a few fights I've seen where the fight's not going well for the other guy and just took one shot and, you got him.
Yeah. Do you reckon people underestimate the skill of boxing? I mean, because, you know, it gets tagged because it's brutal, but whenever we talk to you, mate, I always walk away after and I go home and I talk to the kids, I go, oh, Callum in today. I said, I learned some more stuff about the skill of boxing. So I actually watch it differently now, you know, through the education you've given. Do you think that people underestimate the amount of skill that actually goes into boxing as opposed to it's just brute force?
Yeah, there's like massive family there in boxing. Like you get teach from other coaches what to do and what you shouldn't do, and you learn off them and that. And just like the experience of doing it, I was like, wow, this is what boxing really is. Like when you do it, you're just, whoa. Like we've got masters and that for like older men and older women. Yeah. And they could just go at it and like, wow.
Yeah. Do you ever watch a couple of, you know, we all have famous athletes growing up that we love to watch, and then we start what you're doing, you know, you watch a guy that you're going to fight against and you go, I need to add that. I need to add that skill to my skill. Does that happen much for you?
Oh, I want to try and work on Southpaw Lomachenko, the way he steps around people and hooks some sets of body shots and makes them frustrated.
Have you got that speed? Can you put that into yours?
Oh, I'm trying to.
Yeah. Does it feel like it's coming? You feel like it's coming in?
Oh, it's coming real soon.
It's in great shape, isn't it? Australian boxing right now is in probably the best shape that it's been in as far back as I can remember. Everywhere you look at the moment, we've got good fighters in divisions and whatever. It's just in great nick at the moment. I love watching them. The fights are on all the time now. Yeah. And it's just great. I love watching the fights, but there's a lot of Australians out there right now that are this close, aren't there, from world title shots and fights, lots of them. And it's great viewing. It's great. It's great to watch. And I think you may be one of them one day, mate. Let's hope you are.
Hey, Callum, always appreciate you coming in, mate. It's great to see you. Always got lots of energy, mate. Big smile on your face, and can't see you look like you've never been hit, mate. I don't know how you keep doing that, but keep doing it, mate. Hey, good luck. I'm sure we'll meet you before you get off to the Comm Games, mate, and catch up. And good luck on the weekend with your 3 fights.
Yes, mate.
Great to have you in. Stay with us.